A lot of people are going to face Jesus Christ and they're going to look down because they don't have anything to offer him. Okay, he talked about 30, 100-fold, all that. And I don't want to be empty-handed because of what I thought about myself. I want you to get involved in other people's lives because that is real. You want to feel like awesome, serve other people for sure. Now let's talk about how to silence his lies and turn your struggle into a powerful ministry. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. When negative thoughts like I'm not enough arise, speak God's truth out loud. For example, say, I am chosen and loved by God. Well, that's right out of 1 Peter 2:9. Okay, speak to it. A practical step, practice thought replacement. When a lie or a negative thought pops up, write it down and then counter it with a specific scripture or the opposite thought. Fight the good fight. And this can help you rewire that neural pathway in your brain that almost has a reflex going to that negative place or that worthless place. And once your brain goes there, your emotions go there. And if your emotions can get a hold of you, you can just have a whole bad day believing a lie. Okay? Now, my life has been a constant of turning the struggles that I had, abuse, abandonment, addictions, into a ministry of healing. And you can too. Joseph said in Genesis 50:20, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. See, Joseph realized it wasn't just about him. It wasn't about him being raised to power. It was about him making sure that people were cared for. Now, your pain can actually become, and I've seen it thousands of times, a platform for ministry. I interview people regularly, and their darkest days is the power of their testimony, and they overcome by the power of their testimony and the blood of the Lamb, okay? And they've built huge ministries off their stories. More people struggle with unworthiness than you could ever realize. Even pastors, successful businessmen, doctors, athletes, even celebrities often feel like they're not enough, okay? Because it usually starts in our childhood. And if you've struggled with unworthiness, you're uniquely equipped to help others, okay? That actually can be a gift that you can give to other people because you know what they're going through. You know those thoughts. You know the enemy, how he talks. You know the lies, and you can start battling for others. Start a worthy group in your church, in your home, on your Facebook. You don't need to be a counselor. You don't need any special qualifications. If you have a heart for people and you can press play, you can be ministry, okay? Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens. Let me ask you something really, just honestly, straight up. When was the last time you actually carried someone else's burden? Now, this is a command. This isn't a suggestion. When you actually got involved in someone else's life to the point where you understood their pain and you helped them carry it. I would say a lot of us don't do that. We go to church to get educated, not to go help people, okay? Scripture says, carry each other's burdens. And in this way, you will fulfill the law of Christ. You know what the law of Christ is? Love other people. Just love them, okay? Find people that you can love and serve. Now, if you've been a Christian for a number of years and you haven't manifested some kind of ministry, that's abnormal.
For more content and resources to help in your healing journey with Christ, make sure to follow Dr. Doug Weiss on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like to share full episodes of this show with friends and family, subscribe to Healing Time Ministries on YouTube, and feel free to leave us a comment on any of Dr. Doug's social media platforms. Our team would love to hear your feedback and learn how Healing Time is impacting your life, your church, and your ministry.